Okay, we are recording. We're back. This is the Mean Girls Night podcast. It has been forever. This is episode 32. I checked that this time.
You did.
I was responsible and I wrote a page of notes. So, I know, it's like a brand new podcast. I feel like we should rename it because we are so on, not off-brand, I guess. No, this is going to decline quickly into a flaming pile of...
Oh my god, my eye. There it is. See, it's already started.
All right. I'm Rebecca.
I'm Stephanie.
And I live in Bremerton, Washington.
I live in Olympia, Washington.
And I have 5 kids.
I have 2. Sorry.
I have 5 kids and a boyfriend. So 6 kids. And then you have 2 kids.
I have 2 kids and a husband.
Kind of like 3.
Kind of like 3. And a dog.
And a dog. I don't have a dog. Somebody want to give me their dog? We're getting a dog, though. We're going to get a dog soon, and my 5-year-old daughter keeps asking me if we can go to the dog park and get somebody's dog. And I'm like, that's not how it works. You have to just... She's like, well, they know where to find dogs. I'm like, it's not that I don't know where to find a dog. It's that, well, I don't have money for yarn. I don't have money for a dog. So, we're going to get a dog soon, though. It's going to happen. But not a dog from the dog park. Y'all are safe.
That's good to know.
Maybe a dog from the dog park. You know whose dog I want?
Whose?
Barbara's dog. I want both of Barbara's dogs. And I want Chevy from the Chevy Rail podcast. I'll take Olive. Actually, that's not true. Olive needs a lot of love. She's got some special needs. I want to pet her. But I don't want to take her home because I wouldn't do a good enough job. That's how I really feel about it. Olive deserves better than me.
Oh, that's
anyway,
true.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Olive deserves better.
So our contact information is all going to be down in the show notes just because I don't feel like y'all are going to grab a pen and write it down later. Or I never do, right? So if you don't put it in your show notes, I don't follow you. We're going to do that. It's going to be on the down bar. I'm really active on Instagram in my stories and not so much. I'm not really super active on Ravelry. I use it mostly just for searching patterns, buying patterns. And we have a Ravelry group. Good luck if you want to wade into that void. I don't really go on there.
Yeah, I
don't do groups. It's not really my thing. I love Instagram more.
Yeah. No, I'm on Instagram all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Instagram went down the other day, I was like, what am I gonna do with my life?
It was so bad, right? I know. I didn't know what to do. I just knit a lot.
Instagram is kind of my jam.
It's my jam, but if Instagram would just go down for 3 hours a day, I could get so much done. Because Facebook was down too, and then I really didn't have anything to do. Okay, well, I like to stalk people on Facebook. It's my favorite thing.
No, that is a good activity to do. I didn't even know Facebook was down. I just knew Instagram was down.
My favorite Facebook activity is to go to people I went to high school with, but I'm not friends with, and then see if they have a public profile, and then have my own mini high school reunion.
I have no interest in anybody I went to high school with.
It's actually great because I don't like them, and a lot of them are miserable and have these miserable lives, and it's really fun. My favorite activity. Yeah, I'm not a good person. Wow. All right.
No, I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not. If you put it publicly, it's...
no, there's not. That's Facebook is. Yeah. I mean, Facebook profile, I'm sure people will search me that went to high school with. What is Stephanie up to? Oh, it's private. I don't know.
But I don't know. It's a good time. It's a good time.
I don't know. I had to quit going on Facebook because every time I went on Facebook, I got angry.
Yeah.
Really angry, and it ruined my entire day. So I pretty much... I posted my kids' 4th of July photos, but that's just because I want a record of those.
Yeah.
And Facebook's a good place to kind of do that, but I don't get on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm a lot happier.
It's a cesspool of people shouting their opinions into the void, and I just don't care that much about what anybody thinks about anything. I don't care. I don't care that much. That's really not very nice, but it's very true.
It's true, though. And there's nothing wrong. I don't want somebody to message me I love Facebook. Cool.
Right.
I just feel I'm happier not being on it, but maybe once a week, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody tags me, I get an email, so I know. But other than that...
Well, I guess my thing with Facebook and social media, all social media, is if you wouldn't say it to the person in person, don't say it at all. It doesn't need to be said. Every time I go to post something on Facebook, which is almost never, I look at my friends list, and I only have 100 friends or something. I keep it really small. But it's would I say this to all 100 of those friends? If the answer is no, I don't share it. And that goes for pretty much every opinion I've ever had. I just am not that narcissistic where I feel like everybody has to read what I have to say.
Right.
If I need to tell somebody my opinion, I'll just direct message them or I'll call Stephanie. It's true. Anyway, that was a whole other thing. Anyway, I'm never on Facebook, really.
Yeah.
But I know on Facebook, if Instagram goes down, then you got to do something. And if they both go down, then it's a problem.
I know.
I watch knitting podcasts and I knit. That's what I did. I thought about Instagram. We're always on Instagram.
Always.
You can message me on Instagram 24/7. I have my notifications set to silent. And so don't worry about time zones or, oh, it's 2 a.m. Am I going to wake her up? No, you're not going to wake me up. I'll check it. I'll see it when I see it. And I try to get back to everybody. You can message me about anything. I have a lot more time than Stephanie does, which is funny because I have 5 kids. But if you have a knitting question or you want to ask me something about knitting, ask me. I have helped a lot of people with a lot of knitting stuff. So that's always an option, even if we've never talked before.
No, it's true.
It's true.
You can message me too. I may take it a little bit longer to get back to
Yeah.
you, but I get back like in the same day. Like I just.
Yeah.
Well, no, it just
I'm
sounded
always
like
on
I'm
Instagram.
like, I am busy, but it's,
Yeah.
if you message me, I promise I will not like ghost you, ignore you, and act like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I will definitely get back to you.
Sometimes I wake up to like 9, 10, 15 messages from different people. And so it'll take me a while to get through it, but that's okay. I do eventually.
Right. I will always get back to you.
Like, just maybe. If I don't, message me again. And it's no
Can
problem.
we not messenger and call her a jerk?
Call me a jerk. Message me and be like, what the heck, jerk? Oh my gosh, somebody messaged me the other day and it took me 3 days to get back to them. And I felt awful.
Oh my god, you're a jerk.
I know. And they sent me videos of fireflies.
Aw.
I know. And it was
Or lightning bugs.
Fireflies. It was a video and the firefly was crawling on her hand and then it beamed. Or whatever the word for that is. And I was like, oh, that's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. So.
This hair. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm in the middle of planning a trip to Georgia because I want to go see fireflies. And eat peaches. And I don't know anybody in Georgia.
I don't want to be in Georgia either.
So if you're in Georgia.
I'm going there for a day.
That's exciting. Don't tell me about it.
I won't.
Although I read on Instagram, somebody said that going to Florida, like the deep south, in the summertime, was like walking around in someone's mouth. And it was the funniest thing I've ever heard because I've been to Florida and it's true.
Guess where I'm going in 2 weeks.
Yay! That's exciting.
Into somebody's mouth.
It's hot and it's wet and it's smelly. Like it's exactly like someone's mouth. It's awful.
I'm expecting that. It's gonna be fun. I mean, I've never been, but I'm expecting the worst, right? Like the weather-wise.
Right, but okay, so I expected the worst too, but I'm telling you this because it's important that you know. I thought that I was going to get off the plane, go in the airport, get my stuff, and then walk outside and be like, no. It's immediately when you step off the plane into that hallway because it's open air,
flying
and then you drown.
directly into Florida. I'm flying into the Carolinas.
It's probably still
But I'm
awful.
sure it's still awful and humid.
Oh,
But I mean,
well then, you know, maybe it'll just hit you when you open the car door.
there you go. Because I'm flying
Be
into the
ready.
Carolinas and then we're driving down to Southern
Be ready.
Florida.
It's like nothing you've ever experienced. It's pretty awful.
Yeah.
It's pretty awful.
It's okay. I'm gonna have fun. It's me new adventure, new place.
I know. I'm excited for you. I want to hear all about it, but except for Georgia.
I won't tell you about Georgia, but I'm pretty excited about Georgia.
Georgia, to me, exists in like this bizarre 1960s, 50s era. And it's all rural.
Speakeasy Museum there.
And
It's
it's
the
all
only one.
Plantation style houses with peach orchards. Everybody has that in Georgia. That's a fact. Everyone has a peach orchard in their backyard. And
That's like saying everybody
it
has
is
an apple
true.
tree
No,
here.
it is true. It is true. I know this because I've listened to country music. And I know what Georgia is like.
Well, it's like somebody saying that there's apple trees in the backyard here.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I do have an apple tree in my backyard.
You don't have an apple tree in your
I
backyard.
might. You don't know.
Yes,
You
I do.
don't
Yes, I
know.
do. Yes, I do.
You don't
Do
know.
you have one?
Maybe. I don't even know. I don't go out there.
Okay, well, I was out there like
It's
a month ago.
possible. It's possible I have an apple tree in my backyard. Okay, well, I had an apple tree in my last house. Maybe.
No, I doubt it.
Cherry tree? Plums?
I had a peach tree and a plum tree at my house.
Gross. That's not the same thing as a Georgia peach. Georgia peaches are the sweetest.
Well, no shit. Well,
Anyway, okay, you know how the house Forrest Gump lived
remember
in?
we were turning a new leaf?
No. You know the house Forrest Gump grew up in, like, and it was like a boarding house style?
Oh my god, that's why I want to go to Georgia.
That's what people live in Georgia, and I want to get an Airbnb.
Okay, he lived in Alabama, in Greenbow, Alabama. It was Alabama.
It was.
It was in Alabama.
However, I don't want to go to Alabama.
Sure
Alabama is
nice.
like not Georgia. Georgia's magical, and Alabama is not. I realize they're probably identical.
It's like saying Washington's magical and Oregon's not.
Okay, that is true. Washington is magical and Oregon is not. Everybody knows that. That's a fact.
Well, I mean, even Oregonians know that, but I mean,
it's a different place.
It is different. Oh my
I don't
God.
like Oregon.
No.
At all. I don't have a logical reason not to like Oregon. Nothing. Except for their cities are too far spread out. That's kind of a pain. I have no logical reason.
I'm not a fan of Oregon at all. But since we're going down this road, Idaho, man.
That's a whole other country.
That's a whole, like, seriously. What?
Yeah.
I've driven through it like so many times.
I've been there. It's not fun. They have Silverwood theme park.
Silverwood's nice.
That's
and
good.
I mean, Coeur d'Alene, right? Like that's
right.
where Silverwood is. And that's beautiful.
Twin Falls is probably nice.
I don't think so. I've been there.
I don't know.
Like, I've been to like
Anyway.
the top and the bottom, and it's just not a. What is with my
Anyway,
ears?
if you live in Georgia, don't comment and tell me about it. Like, because it exists as a magical
live
country wonderland.
in Georgia on the coast, and you know of really cool things along the coastline in Georgia, please message me and be like,
Tell Stephanie
"This is
about
where
it.
you need to eat. This is what you need to eat."
Yeah, no.
Pretty much, if it's food related in Georgia on the coast, let me know.
They probably have like seafood.
I don't like seafood, so that's got to be a no.
Okay, well they probably have peaches and peach cobbler.
I do eat some beach cobbler. So if you, or Florida on the coast,
Florida coast, Carolina.
I heard Cuban food
Yes.
and sugarcane
Yes.
drinks and key lime pie.
Yes.
Or-
I feel like that's the only place to get key lime pie. Like,
Right,
legitimate key
right.
lime
And we
pie.
are going down to
Yeah.
when
it's
is
gonna be
it?
great. I'm really
Keys, Key Largo.
I'm really super
So,
excited.
I'm really excited about it, but if you, food, message me.
Food. What's the best food?
Message me. Food, like best stops, like you have to stop here and eat this.
Yeah. I'm planning a food
If
vacation.
I
It's great.
don't gain 10 pounds in the 9 days that I'm gone, I'm going to be very sad.
I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
I am too.
Like, hurry up.
Stretch
let's
your
do it,
pants
yeah.
all the way. Literally not even
That's a
bringing
good
clothes
idea.
with
Stretch
buttons.
your pants. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm planning this trip where I go to like 3 or 4 different states and eat the food there. I'm going to go and then buy new clothes everywhere I go to each state, like a cheap out. And I know that fast fashion is terrible, but I'll donate it to the Goodwill there or whatever. But I'm not gonna throw it in the trash. But it's cheaper to do that than it is to bring a carry-on.
That's sad. It's true.
Right?
Like, it's sad.
It's sad. So
You can buy like a
I'll
shirt
just-
and shorts at Walmart for a $6 outfit.
yeah, it's cheaper to do that. It's cheaper to. I could spend like $100 a day on clothes in every state in my vacation and still spend less. I won't spend $100 a day on clothes. But I
Well,
could.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway.
It's just crazy. I don't know.
Um,
So this is a knitting podcast,
This
not
is
a
a
food
knitting-
or traveling podcast.
but it's gonna be.
It is.
It's gonna be. I'm excited about food. I love food so much. Let's see. I had my wisdom teeth taken out.
Yes,
That was a big deal. That was a big deal.
You survived that.
I survived. It was pretty awful. I don't recommend getting it done at 36. I recommend getting it done at 20. I never got it done at 20, obviously, but probably a better idea. I didn't have dry socket, no infections, nothing. It was easy, but it was long.
It was a bad dental month for our family. Like, you got your dental
And
stuff
my wisdom teeth
done.
taken out. Yeah.
Our brother had major dental work done.
Mhm.
And I had to have a root canal and 2 crowns put on.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
still
awesome.
healing from that.
Yeah.
And it was painful, by the way. It was the most painful root canal I've only had one other one, but
Yeah, that's
they
gross.
pulled a nerve out. It was
Ugh.
awful.
Okay.
I cried
Yeah.
in the chair.
Mm.
I have trauma from
I,
that.
I slept through mine.
I'm sorry.
I slept through mine. But I did want to bring up real quick that I actually needed the wisdom teeth out immediately. I didn't have the money for it, but I had to do it, so I didn't know what I was going to do, and I don't have dental insurance. So I decided to auction off my hand knits on Instagram, and then I sold a lot of my hand knits. The things that I made, some of the yarn that I have had, and the knitting community really came together for me, and I raised every penny
No, that was
that I needed
amazing.
for my surgery. Every single penny. Within about 72 hours, I raised all the money I needed for my surgery, which was ridiculous.
You guys rock.
You guys were the best. I cried so much, and it was so happy. It was happy tears, and it was really awful because it was like I was raising money for the worst thing. That's
It's
ever
not even
happened to
anything
me.
like.
Yeah, it wasn't like I was raising money to go on vacation to like Rhinebeck or something. And yeah, and these trips I'm talking about are still in the dream phase. Like I'm not planning a trip.
Right. It's not like
I'm just thinking like, what if the next vacation I ever go on will that be like? I'm literally talking 2 or 3 years in the future.
It's gonna be amazing though. Food vacation.
It smells like cigarettes in my room. I know that every single time we podcast, there's a weird smell, but at least it's not feces this time.
That's true.
It smells like cigarettes, but I don't smoke. You don't smoke. No one smokes. So I don't know. Okay, that's just me being weird. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. So it's been forever, and
maybe it's my ginger lime.
Maybe. I've been knitting a lot. I knit every day, all the time. Not as much as normally, though. I had my wisdom teeth out, and that kind of put a damper in my knitting.
I have not been knitting very much. I don't feel like I have a lot.
Because you still live with your parents.
I still live with my parents. I'm still in the middle move. Have not found a house yet. We've put offers on 5 different houses. We've tried. We're just not winning. It's a really crazy market in my county. Everybody wants to move there, and I just want to stay there.
Yeah.
So,
it's not any better here either.
Yeah. This area is really bad too. So, I heard Seattle's slowing down. So hopefully it'll trickle down to us. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're still
looking for a house.
But so I don't have a house, and I babysit my baby niece and my baby nephew, who are 6 months apart, and my 7-year-old nephew.
Yeah,
so
they're really busy.
I have them, which is practically like a full-time job. So usually only have 1 baby a day. That sounds, but babies you can't knit with babies.
No, it's hard to knit with babies.
So while I'm watching them, I don't knit.
Right.
So I don't have a lot. So
makes sense.
This is gonna be the Rebecca show again.
It's gonna be a Rebecca show, which is
because my stuff's really boring.
And the stuff you knit is actually really boring. I hope you guys like vanilla socks, because that's what's coming up. All right, finished objects. I have one. Okay, guys, I finished my What the Fade. I'm really excited about it. What are we at? 1742. Okay. I finished my What the Fade, and I'm really freaking excited about it. It is ginormous.
I love this so much.
Okay, this is the best thing that I've ever made, except it doesn't really look good on me, so I don't really wear it. But I use single ply yarn, and the teal is from Knitted Wit, and I don't remember the color. It's just teal. And then I used Deep End by Hedgehog Fibres. I used Beach Bunny by Hedgehog Fibres, and that's the lighter, paler blue. And then I used Monarch, which is the
pale orange,
paler peach, pale, I don't know, whatever, in the Hedgehog Fibres. And then I used Guppy and Hedgehog Fibres, and then orange was
citrus.
No, it was called Pumpkin, Great Pumpkin by Jilly. Dream in Color Jilly, is that right? Or Jilly? Is it Dream in Color? Might be. Anyway, so that's what I used. I had bought all of these colors in anticipation of making a Texture Time by Stephen West, and I did not make a Texture Time by Stephen West. I wish I had. I think I would have liked it more in these colors. That's okay. Because I like this. It's squishy. This is all brioche, but it's a very, very, very simple brioche. And then it's garter. It was a mystery knit along, Andrea Mowry, and I think it was a really terrible mystery knit along. And if I had knit this anticipating a mystery, I would have been pissed. Because I don't think it's very mysterious. There's literally 2 directions. Brioche, increase in a triangle, garter, increase in a triangle. I literally just told you the pattern. But
it's gorgeous.
That's okay, because you can figure that out on your own by looking at it. The details of the pattern, the fun is in the changing the colors and the fading. Which honestly, you could probably figure out yourself too. Did that stop me from buying the pattern? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, because I don't like to figure things out if I don't have to. But everybody can look at this and tell exactly how it's made. Not everybody, but if you know how to brioche and you know how to garter stitch and you know how to make a triangle, you can make one of these. I thought it was a really crappy mystery. There you go. But I think it's an amazing shawl. Look at it. Look how great that looks. Oh, I love it. I love the shawl. It's giant. This was,
me?
what, 6 skeins of yarn, and I used most of it. No, it's not for you. Isn't it glorious? This is the wrong side, but
the back side's just as pretty.
It's just as pretty. It's great. Like, it's pretty much reversible. Slightly different. But I did make this, and I love it, and just in time for spring. And so I'm really excited about next winter.
What's the thumbs today?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm in love with this. I'm in love with it. So, and I used whatever size needle it calls for. And I finished it. And it was really fun. I did it along with my friend Julie and my friend Kirsten. So we messaged each other like every day, like, oh, how's it going? And it was really fun.
It's really pretty.
Thank you. I'm excited about it.
There's my V socks.
Now this was done in the Dragon Hoard yarn in her BFL base.
Yeah, in her Medusa colorway, which is amazing, and I hope she dyes it again.
And she sent us that yarn and asked us to review it.
I know, we're terrible podcasters.
We're terrible people.
But you can't even see.
That's why I'm bringing it up now, so you can tell people what you think of it.
Seriously, I love this yarn.
I do too.
I love her BFL base. I would buy it in a heartbeat.
It is the softest BFL base I have ever worked with. That's true.
It is. I really, really cannot say enough about this BFL. This is my first time using BFL. Have I used BFL? No. My first time.
And it's very, like, you can tell. If somebody handed you this and said, this is BFL, you would believe them. Because it's not like it's merino soft or cashmere soft. It definitely feels sturdy. But it is nice. And it feels like these are going to last. But they're not scratchy.
No, they're not. I love her BFL base. I seriously will buy it next time I buy yarn for socks. Which I haven't been buying yarn for socks. But I love it. Seriously, I couldn't recommend enough. Tristan of Dragon Hoard Yarns. All of her yarn is just gorgeous. You can't
Tristan
even go
is
wrong.
an artist. She is an artist. She's one of the top 3 dyers in the industry right now, I swear.
She's really good. If you haven't tried her yarn on any base, I've used her 8515 Lore.
Me too. Yeah, me
So
too.
it is her Lore sock base, and then her BFL base.
And her 7525 is.
And you've
good
used
too.
her 7525, yeah.
It's great.
Seriously.
I love her yarn. I love the way that she dyes yarn. She is magical. She dyes, and her designs are amazing. And I don't know how she has time to do all of the knitting and all of the dyeing and all of the designing that she does.
I don't know either.
She's one of those people that kind of makes me feel bad about myself because I have nothing going on in my life, and she gets twice as much done as I do.
Right, she does it all. She's so protective.
So productive.
I'm over here like, I made socks.
I mean, socks. These are cute.
But out of gorgeous yarn, so it was perfect.
These are cute. I love these. They're very, they look like, they remind me of like socks that I would take if I were to go hiking.
Right? I just
They
love
look
this
like
colorway.
outdoorsy.
I need her to bring it back.
Bring back Medusa.
Bring back Medusa, because I really need a sweater out of this.
Come on, Tristan. Get it together.
Yeah, Tristan.
God, she is so lazy.
Right? Like, come on.
No, she's lazy.
Can't.
And she's doing advent calendars this year. Like, I think she's doing a couple advent calendars, like different themes.
Right, she's got time for that, but she can't bring
And then her
Medusa
mom's
back. Which I sound about. I haven't even asked her to bring Medusa back. Just full disclosure,
Yeah,
I have
we
not
didn't.
like. It's not like I've asked her and she's like, no, I haven't. But if you haven't checked out her, go check her out. I love her.
And then her mom was doing several different advent calendars this year too.
Her mom's Yarn Cafe Creations.
Yeah, and she's doing one for suicide awareness, which I think is super awesome. And she got like 25 different artists together to like put together this. Did you see that?
Yes, I
yeah,
did.
I know, right? Like, I want to win the lottery so bad, so bad.
It's not for sale yet, though. When
Yeah, I think it is, or maybe pre-orders. Oh, August 1st.
August 1st, yeah.
August 1st, pre-orders.
August
Yarn
1st,
Cafe
and you have to go
Creations.
to her. I think her site is where she's going. So Yarn Cafe
Yarn Cafe Creations, and she's one of the most lovely people that I have ever talked to in my entire life. By the way, she's amazing. She's one of my favorites ever. Anyway, next finished object, I made My Boy Lollipop, just like everybody else, by Nancy Ricci.
Okay.
And you're gonna recognize these colors.
That's so cool.
So I had my What the Fade that I knit, and then I had yarn left over, and I wanted to use it all together. So this is my Boy Lollipop. It's a crop sweater. I did fingering held double on size 7 needles, And you can see that this is the Guppy colorway, Monarch, Beach Bunny, deep end right here, you can barely see, and then the teal. The only thing that I'm sad about, which was not the designer's fault at all, is that my deep end kind of went on my sleeves, and I wish that the deep end was more like right here. Because I don't like this color. I only bought it because it went with the rest of them. So it's not my favorite, and I feel like it's kind of the focal point, which makes me a little sad.
Yeah.
It's single ply, held double. The sweater is reversible. There's no right or wrong side. So the wrong side for this one is the one I made the mistake on, where I grabbed only one ply of the yarn, which I don't know if you can see that or not, but I did. So that's the wrong side, so I don't have to look at it, nobody else does. And this is the right side, and I'm really, really, really excited about it. It's cropped, and obviously I didn't weave in the ends. Am I ever going to? I'm not sure. Am I ever going to wear it? Probably not. But it only took me 3 days to knit, and it could have been done in 2 if I had actually put effort into it. The longest part was this twisted rib on the bottom. But I used every single scrap of yarn I had except for the orange. I bound off in the orange.
It's gorgeous.
And so, but I didn't, you know, what are you going to do when you have these balls of yarn that go together laying around? And it's not really enough for anything. You make a sweater out of it. So yeah, my kids are all like, oh, are you going to wear these 2 things together? No, I'm not.
I would.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that.
I would to like all of their choir events.
Oh, yes. I love wearing my high knits, my kids' stuff. It's the best. They always get embarrassed. I don't care. Like, I'm here, guys. Give me credit. Anyway, I really like it. It's done on completely on size 7 needles, even the ribbing. And then it's just like 3 rows of seed stitch for the sleeves. So, really, really, really fast. No, I didn't gauge watch.
Gauge watch.
Right? It'll work out. It's knitting. It stretches. And if it's too big, it's an investment in your future. If it's too small, block it out.
I like it. So I talked about this a lot on our last podcast, so I won't talk about it like
I love that
a whole lot. But I did finish my Spellman designed by Tristan, and I used her Sea of Poison lore
Tristan
base.
of Dragon Hoard yarn.
Yeah, sorry, and
Sea of Poison.
Sea of Poison and Sapphire in YarnandEwe's mohair. I can't remember the base, but YarnandEwe does
Lullaby.
Lullaby.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but it's her mohair base in the Sapphire colorway, and they went together perfectly. This is just marking the back of my sweater.
It's gorgeous. It looks gorgeous on you. It looks gorgeous on me. I love the bobble detail.
I love this sweater so much. I kid you not. I really wanted to make another one as soon as I finished.
It's gorgeous. And
I love the way it fits.
YarnandEwe.com. She dyes her own yarn, and her mohair is $22 a skein.
Right? It's super affordable.
And I have regrets right now just telling you that because I don't want people to go buy it all.
It's super affordable. It's gorgeous. And
I've seen it in person.
She does beautiful.
Because she does shows.
Yeah. Her yarn is just gorgeous.
$22 for a skein of mohair and silk.
And they're like a 50 grams. Sorry,
so
yeah,
it's
I was
400 yards.
Yeah.
That's about what you get from everywhere else too, but it's $22. Girl, that is not enough. Sorry, just
no, it's
giving
not.
you some business advice. It's
I
worth more
it.
than that. But she charges $22, so it's really affordable, and it makes things like that affordable to people who can afford them, not me.
Right? I could not afford a $200 sweater. Like, no. But it was my birthday sweater. So
birthday sweater. And you know what? It looks really good on me too, actually. Can we talk about that? I put this on and I was like, oh my god, electric blue is my color.
It's gorgeous. I
love this.
Love it. I really want to make another one day.
It's soft. And it's probably, you couldn't possibly be cold when you wear this.
No, I wasn't cold at all.
You'd never be cold. Probably overheat, honestly. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous.
I could not recommend this pattern enough. I loved it. I loved the baubles. I loved the cables. I loved everything about this.
She's so...
And,
I love her stuff. I love her stuff.
I just do. I was so happy. I made I have a pattern page for it on Ravelry, but I'm pretty sure that I went up a needle size just because I tend to be a tight knitter. I didn't swatch. So I went up 1 needle size from the suggested needle size, which I want to say is 7 or 6.
You want to do an 8?
No,
This looks like
that's what I went up to.
Oh, this looks like if I did it on like a 9. I'm a really loose knitter. I don't know.
A 9 would be huge.
No, that's about my gauge on like a 9. Anyway.
This is tighter than my Glow with the Flow, which I did at 8.
It's gorgeous.
I don't know. I love it.
It's gorgeous.
If you've been thinking about doing the Spellman, do it. It's a gorgeous sweater. I love it.
Now it's got a wide range of sizes too.
It does.
Yeah, she did a ton.
And I know, like, there's a lot of people that did it like without the mohair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did it in like, I don't know what weights, but it's still gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All right. Well, I think that's it for my FOs.
Oh, really? I got like a lot more.
Well, because I knit a sample of the Moondrip Swoncho for Tristan of Dragon Hoard Yarn. I used a purple and a mustard and a cream.
It's gorgeous.
And it's, you can actually see it on her Instagram because she's got a ton of pictures of her wearing it. I knit that while I had wisdom tooth surgery, like while I was on opioids. So she says she likes it. I was a little bit concerned, but she said it was okay. So
it's gorgeous.
And I knit a Slice of Light shawl by Sosu Knits. Gifted that to my mom.
She told me I could have grabbed that.
Highly recommend that pattern.
It's gorgeous too.
It's a triangle. I used alpaca, lace weight, held together with fingering. Does she ever wear it?
That? Yeah, she does. Well, I mean, it's warm now, but she's worn it like twice.
Really?
I mean, it rained today, so.
And I knit her an exploration station for her birthday. Oh no, that's for Christmas. I don't remember.
Christmas. The Sosu was her birthday. Slice of Light was her birthday.
Oh, Slice of Light was for her birthday. So I knit that, but that was really easy too. That's done on like size 7s and 8s. Really, really, really fast. So I only have one more FO, so go ahead.
Okay.
You have them literally in your head. Oh.
Well, I'll do these like all together real fast because they're all the same. I made the Shake It Up by Johanna. Is this the right? This is
the cutest, freaking summeriest, springiest thing that I have ever seen, and I love it and I want it.
I love this so much. I love knitting with it so much. It is. It's glorious. Seriously, I did. What color is over here? So this is Sherbet by YarnandEwe.
Gorgeous.
The speckled. The hot pink is I Heart Corals by Hanamadeit.
Love her.
And this hot pink, navy blue, white is Magic.
Midnight Magic.
Midnight Magic. Sorry, thank you. Midnight Magic by Hanamadeit. And yeah.
I love it.
I love it. I haven't blocked it or woven the ends, and I won't until I get a house because I don't have any space.
And this was a mystery knit along, but you didn't do it as a mystery.
I didn't do it as a mystery, no, but it was a mystery.
But it's really, really fun.
Oh, and it's supposed to have tassels, which I'm going to put on it.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
That's really amazing. I think you should.
I am. I'm going to do the tassels.
I love it.
But
this is gorgeous.
I'm going to block it first.
So summery. And you use like what, 75-25?
YarnandEwe's is 75-25.
You just do sock yarn.
It's just sock yarn, yeah.
So it's
the
not,
other stuff is 85-15.
So it's not super hot. But it's lovely. I love this.
It's got brioche and lace, which are my two favorite things.
I love brioche and lace. Brioche
really
lace,
do.
Cables.
I'm not a huge fan of cables. Like I say that after I Tristan's sweater, but I'm just not.
I love it. I love making cables.
Huge fan of them.
Too bad. They're the best.
I know. I love
brioche, lace, and cables. I love lace and cables together. It's the best. Did you snag it?
Oh, probably. I felt it, but I couldn't see it.
Fine.
It doesn't matter. But I love brioche and lace.
It's amazing. I want to make one of these. I almost did. I was telling you, like, last Christmas I was going to make one for Mom, and you were like, no, don't make that. So I made an exploration station instead.
Okay, well, make one. You
Well,
should.
I don't want matching shawls. That'd be weird.
Don't use the same colors.
Well, I don't even have those colors, so I won't.
Well, we have matching shawls and a lot of shawls.
I know. You know, that's
this is weird. This is where you draw the line. Shake it up.
You know, that's something that came up the other day in a conversation we had. We make a lot of the same patterns. We don't pattern share.
No,
not
we
ever.
buy our own.
We buy our own. I'm too selfish. Like, I paid $7 for that, dude. Buy your own.
Well, and I want to support the designer.
No, that's the real reason, actually.
So
no, absolutely.
no, yeah, we
absolutely.
don't ever pattern share.
We don't pattern share, but we knit a lot of the same stuff. Just because usually what happens is she's like, "Oh, I want to make that," and I'm like, "You do you. That's great. Good plan."
That's most of our conversations.
And then she makes it. Like she starts, and I'm like, oh, "I want to make that too." So that's usually how it goes. Sometimes not though, because some of your stuff is kind of
whatever. Anyways,
it's amazing. I love that.
This is Shake It Up. If you like brioche and lace, you should totally do it.
I want to make one. I think it's such a gorgeous shawl.
You should. It's
and
pretty
it
big
look,
too.
And I feel like it looks cohesive and not like a mystery.
Yeah.
Because some mystery shawls, you can tell that they're like a lot of different ideas. And they don't really go, but I feel like that one looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty big. It's not even blocked yet. It's gonna be huge.
But you didn't use very much of this orange, did you? Sherbet?
I have some left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The sherbet, yes.
Yeah, because it looks like you stopped using it, like right here. Is there more?
It's more.
Oh.
So if you see the reverse side, because it was the back.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Found it. That looks so good. I'm going to be honest with you, when you put those colors together, I was like, oof, I don't know. But obviously you're better at that than I am.
I love it.
It looks amazing.
I'm so excited.
You should be happy about it. It's really great.
It's really easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is the lace easy? I love it. It looks
the lace is easy. I mean, if you know how to do brioche,
yeah,
it's easy.
Is it a good starter brioche project?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have to work increases and decreases.
Oh, that's a little hard.
That's a little hard.
But you know what? That What the Fade that I made has that giant triangle of brioche. And my friend Julie, it was her first brioche project, and she did it. Just lifelines. Put in lifelines. It'll be good.
Lifelines. I did not. I had to fix a couple mistakes. It was pretty bad. In fact, I think I have one in there somewhere in the brioche. But
finished object. I actually wove in the ends yesterday. These are my How I Roll socks. This is by YarnandEwe. Look at that. Look at that heel. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, glitter.
And it's sparkly, and I love it. And the colorway is a Flame for Freedom, and she was inspired by the Statue of Liberty. And you can see that there's like that coppery color, and then there's also like the teal, and then they mix together to make that brown. And there's no pooling, which I think is really fun. I don't mind pulling in my socks. I don't really, it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I just like seeing how different yarns knit up. Really, that's half the fun, right? No pooling. And then on the heels, which I did a fish lips kiss. It's really fun. I don't know. Like,
those are gorgeous. And they were the jelly roll pattern, right?
No, high roll. The free one. Jelly roll has color work, I think, right? Pretty sure jelly roll has color work. These have no color work. They were just
the How I Roll.
It's How I Roll. It's a free pattern. It's just cast on 64 stitches and start knitting. There's no ribbing on the top. I know.
Oh, sorry.
Not there. I just realized that as I said it. You don't start with a traditional rib, you just knit. And then I did put ribbing, that's Stephanie's suggestion, right above my fish lips kiss heel to kind of grip it so they don't slide down. And it works. All right. It doesn't stop them from sliding down completely. Maybe if you like went down a needle size, but I already do zeros.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the ribbing, I have one pair of How I Roll socks. My 4th of July socks are How I Roll, and I did the ribbing right on the heel.
Yeah.
Before the fish lips kiss heel, just to kind of help.
Does it help?
Grip. Mine don't slide down.
So these are my 4th of July socks. I'm not a big fan of red, white, and blue together on my body. Not my favorite color combination ever. So I like the Statue of Liberty theme. Thought it was brilliant. And yeah, I love these. I think they're so fun. I wore them yesterday. I shouldn't touch them to my face. My toes, I messed up. Obviously, because it's me. One has 12 stitches and one has 10. Because when I knit the first one, I got to 12 stitches and I tried it on and it was too short. And I was like, better throw in some more stitches there. So, other than that, these are my socks. I went on way too long about those. Sorry, they're not that interesting. They're vanilla socks. Oh, speaking of vanilla socks and not being interesting, I love these.
Okay, seriously, my mom got me this yarn for Christmas. It's a Crazy Zauber Ball. I have no idea what colorway it was, but they're all numbers. I love
anyway. Crazy Zauber Ball.
So this is Crazy Zauber Ball. I am now addicted to Zauber Balls. Yes. So I made these, and I love them. The bright orange. I love that they're like cousins.
Yeah, this one's kind of like rainbowy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love these so much. So as soon as I finished these, in fact, no, before I was even finished, I went to the store And I bought another crazy Zara ball. And I made my husband socks out of a crazy Zara ball.
They're matchy.
They are kind of matchy.
Oh my gosh, these are the cutest ever.
So I made him a pair.
You're so nice. Now, how many stitches did you cast on for these?
For these are on a 1.5, 72 stitches.
Okay.
And these are just a vanilla fish lips conceal. For mine, I do 64 on size 1s.
That's not fish lips.
Not fish lips. Heel flap and gusset. Mine are heel flap and gusset too.
Those are amazing. I love them.
So
they're very like campfire.
Very addicted to crazy Zara balls. So much so that
Did you get another one?
when my husband went to Kentucky for AT, he bought me another Zara ball because I was talking about how I was sad I didn't have another one. It's not a crazy one. It's not crazy Zara ball. It's just a Zara ball.
I love.
So I finished these yesterday. I started in.
Oh, they're kind of matchy.
Kind of.
No.
No, because these ones will go into yellow next.
That's amazing. I love those.
I love them. So I bought that. And then I bought another one.
You are nuts.
I'm kind of really...
Is this crazy or no?
That's a crazy Zara ball. And then I bought another one. So this one, he bought me in Indiana.
Love.
Why he's gone. Do you know Louisville, Kentucky does not have a yarn shop? They closed. The one he used to go to buy me yarn. So he had to drive to Indiana.
You know who lives in Indiana? Should be well. I want to go see her, but the food's not good. Sorry, Chevy.
Your food sucks.
Hey, you know
Anyways,
what?
So they're
Move
all
to Miami.
boring,
We'll have Cuban food.
but I'm kind of on a Zara ball kick right now.
And then you made another pair of socks.
I did make another pair of socks. They're not a crazy Zara ball. I just showed all those at once because we don't need to go through those one by one. They're the same. I forgot to look up who made these. Who designed them? They're the Line socks. Lyne.
Oh, you're... Okay, here, I'll look it up while you talk.
Okay. So I knit these out of Hanamadeit in the Party Like You Mean It colorway that she dyed for me for my birthday a year ago.
I love it. It's very springy.
It is. But I love this little scallop edge. They're little shorties.
I love those too. They're so cute.
And these were, no, just the bottom is cable. But it's a paid for pattern, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But they're just little spring shorties. And how cute is that? Like purple and like little pops of like neon. I love this yarn.
Why do yours look different?
Oh, so when you look at the pattern, there's twisted rib across the top.
Oh.
I was not going to do all that twisted ribbing. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't want to do twisted. So I just did plain stockinette across the top. I just did the pattern for the, and the pattern's charted. It's not written.
Oh, is it hard?
No.
It's by Dawn Henderson. So there you go.
The Line socks by Dawn Henderson.
They're super cute.
I love them.
Super cute. I love them.
Seriously. Not only that, I was feeling lazy. I didn't want to get out my Swift and ball binder.
Story of my life.
I was like, fuck, sucks. I don't want to do that. So I hand wound it and it took forever.
Same.
It would have taken less time to get out my thing. But I love a little hand wound ball. It makes me happy.
Yeah, it takes forever though.
It does, but so there it is, all in a ball. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of
that
it.
the other day too.
My scale is broken. I don't know how much I have, but I feel like
I have a scale.
Is it working?
Yeah.
I should have brought so much yarn to weigh.
You should have brought so much yarn to weigh.
Oh well, I'll weigh this.
Okay.
But yeah, those are my line socks. Totally recommend it. I love the little scalloped edge. Makes me happy.
Okay, are you finished with whips or finished objects? Am I moving to whips? Whips?
Yeah, I kind of did when I talked about my
okay.
Zara socks, but
So I don't have any socks on the needle because I just finished my 4th of July socks. I have a hat on the needles. This is my Everyday Slouchy Beanie by Tristan of Dragon Hoard Yarn. It's not quite that bright in person. It's sock yarn and mohair held together. And this is the brim of the hat. There's a purl line in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. And it's really genius because you knit 3 inches. You don't download the pattern. You knit, but when you fold it, it's got this like purl bump that kind of looks like a cast on edge. But then you have double thickness. It's brilliant. The pattern is free on Ravelry, and I don't know why. Because I feel like that little bit of genius should have been paid for. Sorry, Tristan. I don't know. Anyway, it's amazing. This is done on size 1s, but you go to another needle size. You know what needle size it is? I'm not telling because I gave away too much already. Go look at the pattern. Everyday Slouchy Beanie. It's going to have a pom-pom on top. And I love it. And this was actually a gift from my friend Allison. She bought me the kit from Hoard. So, and there's a little purple pom-pom that's going to go on top. But it's pink with black and purple and blue speckles.
I want to make that hat.
I'm worried it's too small, but I made one before for my daughter this last winter when it was snowing, and it was really too big. So it's a little small.
Can we try it on?
No, but the pattern says that it's going to be a little small and it stretches out as you wear it. So, no, I have not tried it on. What do I look like? Someone responsible?
Nope.
So, this is
How's that?
I love it too. I'm excited to have the hat. And, but I'm not in a big rush because it's summer. And so I've just been working on it here and there. And now I'm at a point where I need a 16-inch needle that I'm not telling you what size. And I lost mine, and I need to find it. So anyway, Everyday Slouchy Beanie by Tristan of Dragon Hoard Yarn. It's a free pattern, and it's worth making. I already made one before, and it's fantastic. So that's my first whip.
My next whip, aside from the socks, I am making a piece of silver by Vera Valimaki that Barbara from the Flame and Fibro podcast.
Love.
She's the best. You should watch her. She's got the cutest dogs. She gifted it to me for my birthday. So
That's nice.
It's a turtleneck raglan sweater.
Okay.
And the turtleneck you have to knit for 10 inches in a 2x2 rib.
I'll give it away.
Okay, well,
You have to knit for a long time in 2x2 rib.
Yes.
And then does it fold over?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess, yeah.
And this is just a pretty basic turtleneck, right? Like there's nothing, is there lace cables or
No,
anything?
no, just really basic. But, so, this has been my appointment knitting. My daughter was in track, so this was my track meet knitting. This has kind of been my really easy travel knitting because I don't have to think about like a heel, flap, gusset.
You're using 16-inch needles?
No, these are 12 inch.
12 inch? Oh, okay.
12 inch. And I did not swatch, but I went up a few needle sizes because I'm really tight knitter. So, and I'm doing this out of Heritage, Cascade Yarns Heritage.
Wow.
I don't know what color. It's just gray.
It's just a gray.
It's just a light gray.
It is what it looks like.
Yep. And Cascade Heritage.
Love it.
It's super soft. I'm super excited about it.
It's really soft.
It's really, yeah.
It's a really soft yarn for, you know, $13 or whatever it is. It's
yeah, $13.
13. I saw the price there. I think it's $11.75 at my Pacific Fabrics.
And my yarn store is kind of,
yeah.
And a stitch markers from Barbara too.
I love her.
I love her too. So thank you, Barbara. I am working on it. She's probably like, did you even do that, Stephanie?
Right.
So I am, and I'm really, really excited about it. And yeah, that's why it hasn't grown very much, but
it's gonna be great. I'm really excited for you for it.
It'll really fly once I get done with this, it will no longer be travel knitting. It'll be,
yeah. It's a good 2x2 rib. It's a good thing to do while you're
right. I don't have to think. I don't have to stop. Like, how far am I? And like, there's nothing more awkward than sitting in a waiting room, taking off your socks so you can try on a sock to see if you need to do the toe.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
Have you done that before?
Yeah.
Okay.
My son's goes to speech therapy, and I'm the only person in the waiting room. Literally only me.
Okay,
but what if
that's
somebody
fine.
came out or somebody came in? Yeah, I totally did try on a
That's
sock in a
okay.
waiting room.
Okay.
So that's why this is my travel knitting. So thank you, Barbara. I'm really excited about this sweater.
I'm excited about it for you. Is it cropped?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Wow. I hate when people say that. Yeah,
What?
okay. I hate when people ask questions like that and they go, yeah, I thought so. Well, if you thought so, why'd you ask? Like,
No, it is. It's
I don't like when people say
It's
that.
a
Sorry.
long sleeve cropped. It's just a plain raglan sweater with a turtleneck by Vera Valimaki. Piece of silver. I'm really excited. I want to make it for a long time. You guys have heard me talk about it forever.
So,
Probably why Barbara got it from me. She was like, Stephanie, shut up.
this is my Madelinetosh tee. I cast this on January 1st. It's really great. The yarn is Strung Out on Love by Hanamadeit. The black is some really, really cheap generic stuff I got at my local yarn store. I don't remember. And it's not very good quality either, so even if I did remember, I wouldn't tell you. But it's really the worst yarn I've ever worked with in my entire life. It's like chain plied or something, and it falls apart really easily. And it's not something that you guys would even recognize. I think it's like Italian. It's like got an Italian name, and it comes in these little tiny, like 25-gram balls. I don't even know what it is, but it's like $3. And then this is Dandelions and Daisies and her Birthday Wishes colorway. It's really not that bright.
Yeah, I don't know why it's coming out better.
So here's my dilemma is I know that you're supposed to gauge swatch for this sweater, but I did not. Because I'm a really loose knitter, and people were like, oh, don't do 3s because she's a loose knitter. Well, I'm a loose knitter too. But you know what? I don't hear anybody say that about her other patterns, and her other patterns always come out fine for me. So I don't know what she was doing when she was designing this, but it's, I mean, I don't know. So I can't decide if I should keep going or not. I actually have the back already knit and falling off the needles. Hold, please.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Her Maritimo and the Tenya.
Yeah, they're fine. Or that is the Tenya too?
Mm-hmm. Tenya too, they're like gauge
fine.
swatch. And I gauge swatch for the Tenya. And then I didn't gauge swatch for my Maritimo, but I measured yarn that I used for the same needle size on a different sweater. So I kind of used my sweater as a gauge swatch.
But it's pretty big. You know, like it's loose.
Yeah, do you want it boxier or do you want it?
I don't know. I can't decide. So I think I'm going to finish it and then decide. I haven't really tried it on yet because I really can't. I mean, I could just hold it to my armpits and then it just, like, I don't know. So anyway, I love this colorway by Hanamadeit. It's my favorite one that she's ever done. It's gray and white with, like, neon speckles. I love the sweater. I want this sweater. I don't know if I'm going to reknit it or not. Because it's a lot of knitting. Because my gauge is so small that when she says knit forever in the front, stockinette back and forth, this is taking me, like, years. It's forever. This is taking so long. And
You've been working on it for 6 months now.
I know. Well, I mean, not.
Well, not. Like,
I knit on it really steadily until I got to the armpit hole. Or to the separation. Where you have to knit flat. And then I was just like, I don't want to do that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't decided yet. But it really makes me angry that my gauge is small enough that it's just, I just sit there forever and ever and ever. Knitting about 4 inches is awful. It's a lot of knitting on size 3 needles and fingering weight yarn when it's you have like a lot of stitches across.
I think I did that.
I gotta be really
size 7s.
I gotta be better about being. I know you were size 7s. Like when I look at hers and her stitches are like this big and mine are like microscopic. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck? So yeah. So I'm working on my Maritimo tee by Caitlin Hunter. I really want it, and I don't know. And the other thing I don't like about the pattern, because I'm being bitchy and rude. It says knit to like whatever inches. So let's say 40, okay? Knit 40 inches from the bottom. Well, the problem is that the bottom is scalloped. I don't know if you can see that. But it's got significant scallops. So are you supposed to knit from the bottom of the scallop or from the top of the scallop?
The bottom of the scallop.
Well, I don't know because that made it really long and it didn't look very long on her. I don't know.
We're only talking about...
No, it's like an inch.
inch.
Yeah, it's like an inch. It's like an inch difference. It matters, okay, Caitlin? It matters. Get it together. I love Caitlin Hunter. There's a little bit of jealousy there. I wish I could be her. All right, you are almost done, right? Okay, so I also cast on the Nini pullover by Hannah Fettig. This is Silver Fox from Madelinetosh in the Madelinetosh DK. Merino, whatever. And so I finished the front and the back. It's knit bottom up.
That looks so tiny.
Split for sleep. What?
Looks so tiny.
Well, it's a crop top.
I know.
It's a crop top. Anyway, I have to seam the shoulders and then do the sleeves, and it's got a hood. And I'm really excited about the hood. Yes, it looks really tiny. I know. Did I gauge swatch? Gosh, I didn't. Why would I? It's cute.
It's really cute.
It's a crop top.
But, like, if I was going to wear this...
Well, it's a 34.
Okay.
So it's not gonna fit you right because it's a 34. That's not what it's gonna look like on me though.
Okay, but I only would have to knit the one size. I'm only one size up from you. And I knit 36.
It says, and I knit it to 7 inches. However many inches it said, I knit that amount under the. See? Armpit. It goes to here.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I'm only at 36. I'm not a whole lot bigger.
I know you guys are thinking, why do you wear that shirt all the time, Rebecca? It's literally like one of my only shirts. That's why I have to knit more.
Or my Johnny Cash shirt the day before yesterday.
Smells like vinegar. Anyway, so that's the Nini pullover by Hanamadeit, and I love it. And what I love the most is that when she announced it, she used like this older woman to model it, and I just thought that was so cool because I'm all about, you know, diversity and knitting and knitwear and showing people that aren't quite, you know, 20 years old and airbrushed, and it's just, she looked real and she looked happy and she looked joyous, and I was like, I want to wear this sweater and be just as joyous as her. So yeah, the advertising got me, I admit it.
No, it was good. I love it.
I love it. I love it. I don't know.
No,
there's a whole topic there.
There is.
Because I also love when models don't smile and they look broody. And I'm like, you know, like that brooding, I guess is the word. Like when they look like they have deep contemplative thoughts. I'm like, oh, I want to be that deep person that sits by the ocean and thinks deep thoughts. Like, I don't know. Not thinking, but like angry. Like, man, my husband sucks. I'm like, I relate to that. I understand. Neil doesn't suck, but you know, you have days.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I don't like to talk crap about Neil, but sometimes you have those days, and I can relate to that.
I feel like you can't live with somebody for like years and not have a day where you're just like, just stop talking to me right now.
Just stop talking to me, right?
Like, I love you, and I love that you're like right here next to me, but just shut up.
Right? I'm gonna go away now. Right? Yeah, know that for sure. Absolutely. So I don't know.
Anyways, what else you got?
A lot.
Yep.
So I knit the flax pullover.
This was a long time ago.
A long time ago. I actually bought this yarn in Philadelphia with Barbara, so it's got some great memories. And I knit the flax. You like my crop top?
I do.
And it's not a crop top. It was a full sweater, but I hated it. I didn't like the fit. I don't like the way the flax fits. I think the flax is by Tin Can Knits, is a great first sweater. You will learn sweater construction. However, there are no short rows. So it goes kind of high up on the neck. And there's no real sweater shaping. But it's a great first sweater. I've knit several. So I'm not dogging the pattern. It's a free pattern. But I didn't like it. And I'm like, you know what? I could like something else better. So then I decided to make the Stephen West
Technicolor.
Amazing Technicolor Dream Sweater. It's knit flat. There's a sleeve. Well, sleeve is knit in the round, and then you knit it flat. So here we go. And I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. So I'm probably going to rip it out again. And this is done in Hedgehog Fibres DK in the Oracle colorway. And I love the colorway. I love the yarn. I love the way it knits up and stockinette. I love that. And I think that that's what I need to do in a different sweater.
You can make another crop Nini.
I thought about making my crop Nini in this. However, I don't like bottom-up sweaters. I've learned that about myself. I hate bottom-up sweaters, and I hate side-to-side sweaters, too.
Yeah, I don't like side-to-side.
I like top-down. Because you can try it on as you go. I don't know. I just like... I don't like having to knit flat.
Yeah. No, I like... Stop running. Sorry, guys. I kind of been wanting to knit a bottom up, but that's just because the reason why I have so many socks is it's easy. I don't have to think. And at this point in my life right now, thinking sucks. Following a pattern is above my pay grade. Like, I just cannot. I can't. I've literally only knit socks in the last month. It just, aside from, and then the neck of my piece of silver, that's it. Like, I don't have the mental capacity to follow a pattern, which sounds awful, but That's it. So I've been kind of thinking about a bottom-up sweater because I just cast on and knit, right?
Yeah, you need to knit a boxy.
I really want to knit a boxy.
I knit a boxy. It was great.
I really
So I cast on a soldotna because of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Everybody's making one. So I had to make one too. This is my soldotna. I'm at the bottom where you do the color work. I haven't started that yet. I used almost all scrap yarn. And it's DK weight. The black is actually knit picks, some knit picks I had left over. And then the gray is left over from a cardigan I made. The gray one with the weird sleeves that you were like, don't do that, it's a bad idea. And I made it anyway.
Do you still have that?
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but I'm gonna take it apart. Anyway, that was left over from that. The dark pink is the same as the pink in my Madelinetosh sweater. Held double. And the light pink is, I made a sweater out of it.
Seacoast.
The Seacoast by Hohi Locatelli, which was one of my favorite sweaters ever. Okay, so let's talk about my sweater. The color work chart is really simple. The 1x1 is obnoxious. I really hate it. I hated every second of doing this one. This chart right here across the sleeves. Hated every second of it. It took me days. In fact, actually, when I got to that point, I thought I left it at the orthodontist. And I just left it there. I was like, I don't care anymore. But I did not leave it at the orthodontist. I wanted to use a variety of pinks and grays and blacks. The light pink is kind of warm compared to the rest, and so I really don't like the way that turned out. I thought I would be okay with it, but I'm really not. I haven't tried it on yet, but I think it's going to be okay. I did not do any of the color work in the body because I love the color work in the body. I think it's fantastic. However, this is DK weight stranded, and it's short sleeved, and I know some people are doing long sleeves, but I don't want to. But this is like bulletproof. Like, where am I going to wear this? Where do you need a short sleeve bulky sweater? I don't even know. I don't know. So, I opted to just do this straight across and not do any color work on the body until I get to the bottom, which is where I'm at. It's going to be black. And then I'm going to put the sleeves on it, and then it's going to be done. I'm actually really excited about it, but if I had to do it again, I wouldn't, because that 1x1 was killer. I almost died.
It's gorgeous.
Thanks.
I want one.
I really like it.
But, you know, following a pattern.
Color work's easy, but that 1x1 is awful. I saw somebody on Instagram do this 1x1, but then they did kind of a jagged, much like up here. What's going on here? They kind of did the same thing. They mimicked it on the bottom, and I thought it looked a lot better. It looked really good. In fact, I saw it, and it made such a difference. I thought it was a different sweater. I was like, wow, that really looks a lot like a soldotna, but better. And then I was like, it is a soldotna, but better. So I feel like, yeah.
I think it's gorgeous. I want one.
I love it. I'm really excited.
I know color work's not hard. I really just don't have the space or energy to like sprawl out, and I can't leave my dating out either.
The color work chart is like this big.
Yeah, but I can't just like set it down in the living room on the table and then just go do something else. I have to pack everything up and unpack everything.
I leave all my stuff out all the time.
I used to. I can't anymore. So.
And then I have 2 more whips because that's the kind of person I am lately. I cast on literally today. Well, I cast on last night and ripped it out several times. A Night Shift Shawl by Andrea Mowry because I want one of these so freaking bad, and I cannot afford. What is it? Spun right round? What's it called? I don't know. I can't afford the yarn she calls for, and I can't afford.
It's really expensive.
It's really expensive. Spin cycle.
Yes.
Spin cycle yarn. I can't afford it. So I'm using Red Heart, and I'm not even embarrassed. I got this idea from Shauna of Shauna Stitches from the Shauna Stitches podcast, and it's Red Heart Roll With It tweed, and it's kind of got this marled barber pole effect.
It looks really good.
It's an ingredient, and I love it. I'm really excited about it. The pattern has a lot more purling than I wish, but it's got mosaic knitting, so there's a lot of slip stitches. And then I got this from Lion Brand. It's called Ferris Wheel, but it's that same marled effect. It's a single ply, actually. A lot smaller. So if I run out of yarn, I also have like a brown gray.
How many colors do you need?
6. But what Shauna did, and I thought it was really smart, is she took this and she made the outside like color A and then the inside like color D. And so that's how hers did. And hers came out really good. And she said it softened a lot with the blocking. And so I took her advice and I'm going to make the same thing. And I'm not embarrassed of using Red Heart. And I got these. I went and bought these today, actually.
It's super soft.
And
it really is.
I had a 50% off coupon. I had two 50% off coupons at Joann. And so each of these were $3. And I think, you know what? Whatever. I'm not embarrassed. I think it's a great idea. And you should check out Shauna Stitches, Shauna Stitches, because her night shift shawl came out amazing. It looks gorgeous. So good. And I'm like, oh, I'm such a follower. I want to be just like her. So I'm doing it in these colors. And I'm really excited.
I'm really excited for you to do it too, because I swear that shawl looks kind of small. But maybe I just like schlankets. Like, I do love schlankets.
Yeah, but it's thick. So I'm really excited about the warmth because I've been so freaking cold here.
It rained today.
It rained today. It's cloudy and miserable and cold, and I'm so upset about it. I wore Christmas leggings on the 4th of July because it was freezing. Under a blanket, knitting. It's cold. I'm sure once it gets warm, I'll be like, oh, I'm only want to knit socks. But right now, I don't want socks. I want sweaters because I'm freaking cold. And you know what? You know what the temperature was here yesterday? 69. It was 69 degrees. You know what the temperature was in Alaska?
89.
89! 20 degrees warmer in Anchorage, Alaska than it was here. I'm mad.
I feel like I only have like half my face.
I'm mad. I'm mad about the fact that it's 20 degrees warmer in Alaska than it was here. And I don't even like 89 degree weather. But can we have sun?
That would be nice.
Sun would be nice. 70 and sun is not bad. 70 and cloudy is awful. I'm still mad about it. Anyway.
Well, I only have one more whip.
Me too. I should have just showed a bunch.
So, I decided that I needed a Christmas sweater. So, I went out and bought Red Heart Super Saver in the Christmas color. In red, white, green, and the variegated red, white, and green. I didn't bring them all because these skeins are huge and I didn't have room in my bag to bring 50 friggin'
Yeah, but you know what they look like.
But you know what they look like.
Variegated.
Yeah. Well, you'll see what they look like in a minute. I started a Christmas pinguono.
This is amazing. And I love everything about this. Why haven't you not posted this on Instagram?
I did. Well, I posted the back on Instagram. I haven't posted it.
It feels amazing.
It doesn't. I mean, this isn't even like Simply Soft, or this is like the
Red Heart
industrial, like never
Super Saver,
which
is expensive, by the way. Can I just say that?
It's expensive. I had to get a coupon at Michael's.
Yeah, but I always see like Joann ads, and they're like, they call it a doorbuster, and when it's like $3.87 a skein, and I'm like, it's a lot of money.
Kind of is.
But you know what? I will say that I feel like Red Heart Super Saver has improved. It's not like the same Red Heart Super Saver 15 years ago. It's
gotten better.
It's improved.
So
is this my not Christmas upside down? Oh, this is the back.
This is
the
bottom
sides.
This is the side.
Look at these variegated Christmassy welts. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, the welts.
You're gonna look like a Christmas card.
I'm so excited about this.
Have you knit on it at all?
Well, not recently.
And these are size 10 and a half. Nice.
Yeah, size 10 and a half, worsted weight. I haven't knit on it in, I don't know, probably a month, but.
And it's got a modular construction, right? So you start with the back.
Yeah, you start with the back. I mean, it's paid for, but yeah, you start from the back and then you work that one side, then the other.
Like super fun little welts, like they're 3-dimensional.
The welts killed my hands.
Yeah, I bet they did. Especially in acrylic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The welts, I was so glad to be done with the welts and back to just garter.
I love it.
It's great. I am really, really, really excited about this. It's obnoxious. It's terrible, and it's not out of great yarn. But it's a vest, right? I mean, a jacket. It's not like it's...
And not everything you knit has to be out of great yarn. I can't even afford that.
Well, I can't afford to, like, have a novelty sweater out of indie dyed yarn.
Yeah, no.
I know. It's novelty. I'm going to wear it 1 month a year.
Why? I think you should rock that baby all the time.
I'm really excited about it more than it should be. Like, My mom keeps asking me, like, are you really going to wear that? I'm like, you're going to want to wear it.
Right? You look like you're on, it looks like, it reminds me of, like, Elf. Like the Christmas mall Elf.
It's so tacky.
That is pretty tacky. I'm not going to lie. That's tacky as hell.
But I love it. I love every second of it. Like, I seriously knit this bag in 2 days.
That's amazing. Is that marker the halfway point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting a marker in mine too.
That's where the halfway, and so I did this in 1 day to here, and then I did this the next day.
I don't know if you can hear the kids. They're loud as hell.
They are being loud. But yeah, so I have a Christmas pinguono.
It's amazing.
Will it be done this Christmas?
He's doing a cow.
Yeah, I know.
For
Pinguino.
I want to make a pinguino.
You should make a pinguino on my leftover. Do that to a baby.
I thought about making one for Molly.
Please do. Molly needs a yellow one.
I'm making a pinguino too.
Oh, yours feels so nice.
Yeah, it's actually knit picks. This is leftover from a worsted weight shawl I made and then ripped out. I do that. I do a lot of projects, like 95%, and then I'm like, I hate it, rip it out. But it's knit picks chroma in the solid white color, and then I'm holding it double with Madelinetosh lace in the Holly Festival. So it's got like these little pops of neon that are just barely visible, and I love it. I love it. It came out so much better than I thought it would. I've used this Holly Festival held together with just one strand of white fingering, and I hated it. But with this worsted weight, oh, this is the back.
So much smaller.
Well, I'm using size 10 needles.
It's 10 and a half.
Oh, I don't know. That is a lot smaller. Oh no. Did you gauge watch? Well, okay, but I'm planning on making the medium. There's like a lot of sizes, and I don't remember the names of the sizes, but there's like extra small, small, medium. And I'm making the third size.
I don't know what size I'm making.
That's like the size of my back-ish.
Yeah, no, mine's just 10 and a half worsted. Yours will grow. Mine, it's not gonna.
Yeah, yours is a lot looser than mine, but yeah, no, I'm using size 10s, and it's seed stitch. I don't know. I love it. It looks so good. I'm so happy about this.
I don't know. Mine's big. I want it to be big. I don't want it to be.
Yeah, I wanted mine to be big too, but you cast on the same amount of stitches for all the sizes in the back.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying
It's
to remember
not-
where the
it's
size
not different.
difference is. It's on the sides.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked that far in the pattern. But I want to make a pinguino. I did buy the pattern because it's on 20% off this week. So, well, it was. I don't know when you're watching this, but it's July 5th, by the way. Yeah, so it was only like $4, so I bought that. And, yeah. So, I have not been buying yarn this year at all, except for, like, literally craft store yarn sometimes. And then we're doing the, we get the Hanamadeit. She's doing a club, and I'm buying it every month. And I begged her to do a club, and so she finally relented. She's doing advent calendars, too. Which, by the way, happy birthday. I was back in April.
Hey, thanks.
And I got Stephanie the Hanamadeit advent calendar for Christmas for her birthday.
Hey, thank you. I'm really excited.
I'm really excited.
I'm
It's
really
gonna be
excited.
great.
It's the best.
You got me one too.
I'm so excited.
Not for my
I can't wait.
It's gonna be great. Having an advent calendar last year was the most amazingly fun thing ever.
It really was.
It put me in the Christmas spirit every day when I woke up and got to open a little present. It made me so happy.
I did it first thing in the morning.
Me too.
Even if I didn't get to that skein, I went and opened it. It really made my Christmas.
It was
like,
so
it really did. Made my
so
holiday.
fun.
So I'm super
it was
excited.
so
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Her advent calendar is really affordable.
It is.
Really affordable. And so it's worth checking out if you're at all interested in Hannah's yarn, which you should be because I love Hannah. She's one of my favorite dyers. And I'm not just saying that because she's also my friend, but her color sense is, it's amazing. Her yarn is like, you can look at it and tell that it was dyed by her, which is not something that's easy to do because there's only so many ways to throw dye on the yarn, right? Like, I just love her. So, anyway, she does a club every month she dyes a new yarn, and you can only get it for that month. And so, of course, I have bought every single one. But that's really all the yarn I bought this month, or this year. And you don't have to agree with that, obviously. But me personally, my financial situation just doesn't allow for yarn right now. And so everything I've shown you has been from Stash or the craft store. Or I already owned it. So, which is fine, because truthfully, I have so much yarn now, it's going to take me several years to work through it.
You have more than I do.
I don't know if that's true. But I have a lot, and it's, I'm going to have yarn for a while. So, it's all good. It's all good. So, what do we have here? What'd you get?
It's just Hanamadeit.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Which one do you want to show?
I feel like Morbid Curiosity was...
I want to say it was March.
March, which means we might have already shown these.
We might have shown them already, but look how great these are. Mine's sparkle.
Mine is not. Mine's in the all of mine are in her Reliant sock base, which is 85.15.
Okay, but in the interest of disclosure, Hannah did send me this one for free. I did not buy this game. She loves me more.
She does love you.
No,
more.
there was some drama that went down on her page, and I stuck up for her, and she was like, "You're so nice. Like, let me help you out." So she just sent this one to me, but it's sparkle, and I love it. I love sparkle.
I love the orange.
So, but she definitely does not send me yarn for free all the time. I wish she did. I'm open to it, Hannah.
Won't say no.
I won't say no, but no. I do buy most of the yarn that I get from her. This one I just didn't. Just disclosure, honesty.
I didn't.
The tacos?
I have tacos, which I think was May.
This is See You Next Tuesday for tacos.
And it was April.
Inspired by tacos and vaginas. And she sends extras too. Which is really fun. She sends the cutest things in her club. It came with this one came with like a little taco coin purse.
Yes.
And it was the cutest thing. I did give it to Molly because she wanted it, because her favorite color is yellow. And so she had to have it, and I'm like, okay, you can have it. But yeah, I love
they came with
this. I love her label.
Little things. Like notions pouches, bags, like the taco bag. I love it. So.
And then I think this was April.
I think so too. But and
it's called Don't Be a Dick, which I love. Don't Be a Dick.
Yes, because that one came after this one.
Yep, it came after this one. People were addicted about her. I love these. It's April yarn, but I think these are going to be my Halloween socks. Because they're black and neons, and I think they're very Halloweenish. And so, Halloween socks coming up. I'm really excited about these. And then, my June yarn has been delayed. You didn't bring it?
I didn't bring it.
July yarn is super grungy and exciting.
I can't wait
I'm excited
for July yarn. Her inspiration cracks me up.
I've never seen it.
I have, and he's kind of one of my favorite characters on that show. So.
Is it Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Frank Reynolds is her inspiration.
Never seen it.
Oh my gosh.
I did see one episode. I think it had to do with a dumpster baby. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, they've had.
I don't remember. Somebody was like, just go watch the dumpster baby episode or prom night baby. I don't know. So I did watch it, and it was funny, but it's not really. I didn't get into it.
No. Howard and I, we watched it all the way up to like season.
What is it about?
4 people.
4 people? 4 poor people?
Yeah, they own a bar in
they don't
Philadelphia.
sound poor. 4 people.
Well, they're not because Frank Reynolds is really rich, and he has his 2 kids, which are doing okay, and then I guess it's 5 people. Then there's Charlie, and Charlie's dirt poor. Like he's literally like the janitor, does all the.
Okay, but is there also there's also a dumpster?
And then there's another guy. Okay, no, that was just the episode.
I don't know.
It's weird. It's funny. I like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I did get a little burnt because we would watch it every evening, and we had to stop because I'm like, but Frank Reynolds.
Speaking of TV,
one of my faves.
Speaking of TV, how disappointing was Game of Thrones?
So
disappointing. Awful. It was awful. I'm so mad about it.
I didn't even watch it. Actually, I watched the season. I watched the last episode.
Is it the only episode you've ever seen?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's good. Good for you, because I wasted a lot of time.
I was like, really? That's it?
I'm so mad.
Well, I had to listen to Howard talk about it all the time, right? So I'm like, okay, I gotta know who gets the crown.
Right. You gotta know who gets the crown. Spoiler alert! It's someone crappy.
So I'm like, I gotta know because I've been listening to you. No, I was like, really? Like that?
I'm not going to spoil it, but it was crappy. And also, it's not that I'm mad about how the story went. Like, I'm not one of those people that think that I could have written it better. However, I was really looking forward to Death and Devastation, and I thought the more main characters should have died, and they didn't. Spoiler. There was no death. And I was like, what the heck? This show is all about death. Anyway, then I watched Chernobyl, and it's phenomenal. Have you seen it? Phenomenal. If you haven't seen Chernobyl, it's on HBO. It's a miniseries, 5 episodes. It's the best. I don't even like TV. But I'm so sad it was only 5 episodes. And then also speaking of TV, because I know that people super care about what I'm watching on TV. Grey's Anatomy. And I know you crapped out on that show a long time ago.
I crapped out after like season 6.
Well, what happened was I had a group of friends and they were having a Grey's Anatomy season 8 series premiere party and they were having snacks. And I love snacks and I wanted to go because I wanted to eat, right? But I'd never seen the show. So I watched episode 1 and I like started binging in the week beforehand. Like there was no way I was going to catch up to season 8. And so my friends were like, just start at season 5. So I watched season 5, 6, 7, started on season 8, and then now they just finished season 15. So I watched it on Netflix all the way to season 14. My daughter started watching on season 14, and then she was like, well, I want to see the entire thing. Okay. So we started at season 1, and we went all the way to season 14, and by the time we finished season 14, season 15 just came out on Netflix. So we watched season 15, but my other daughter just joined us for season 15. We just finished, and now she's like, I really want to start at the beginning. Y'all, that's like 15 seasons of like 24 episodes each, and then each 40 minutes long. And I don't know if I have it in me to sit through that again. You know what happened to me, actually? One of the main characters almost died in season 14. She was like in a car wreck, and I'd already seen it before, but I was knitting a sock, and I was so stressed out that I knit my sock way too long, and I had to like rip it back. Because I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? I already knew. But that's what that show's like. It's so intense and so dramatic and silly. I don't know, dude. I don't think I can watch it again.
I don't know.
Do you want to watch it with us?
No.
Or you can binge watch with us remotely.
I watched that on TV, on cable.
Back in the old days.
Back in the old days, before Netflix, every week till season 6, and I stopped.
Season 6? You crapped out on season 5?
5 or 6, yeah. But I own, actually, on DVD, the first 3 seasons.
George doesn't even die until like the end of season 5.
Yeah.
Did you watch George die?
Mm-hmm.
And then you quit? You were like, George died and it's over? I only watched the show
Well,
for George?
there was so many people that were leaving of the original cast. Like, I was like, I do not want to sit here and dedicate all this time to a show where the characters are constantly revolving. I hate that about shows when they're like, oh, so-and-so died, so here's a new character. The original cast, they have gotten rid of a lot of the original cast.
No way. No way. Alex Karev is still there. Meredith Grey is still there. Dr. Weber's still there. Bailey's still there. 15 seasons later.
Oh, really? How many? Okay, 4 people. 4.
Okay. First of all, okay, I love shows like Game of Thrones where the main characters just die all the time. And no one's safe. Because I watched a lot of The Walking Dead. And Rick gets in these impossible situations. Like, people have guns to his head. And he's, like, bound and tied. And you're like, I'm not even worried, Rick. You're going to be fine. I've seen the show a million times. I know how this goes. You're going to be okay. And then magically he's okay. You know? And so you don't have to worry. But I like shows where you have to worry. Like, if somebody gets in an accident, they might actually die. And you might not. Well, that's the thing.
It's like, they never, like, transfer to another hospital. They'll die or go crazy.
That's not true. I'm not going to say and give away the entire show, but one of the main characters started transferred to another hospital.
Oh, wait, that was... Two of them. What's her face's husband?
No, not a husband. Oh, another guy did do that too. See, a lot of people have just transferred to other hospitals.
What's her face husband? What's his name?
Burke?
Owen? See the heart doctor? The heart doctor at the very beginning season.
Burke, yeah.
Dr. Burke, and he transferred and went. He got fired from the show.
He got fired from the show, yeah. But he came back for like a couple episodes.
After George died.
Yes.
He got fired because of George.
I know.
So.
He deserved it.
He deserved to be fired, and that's kind of...
What, were you sad they didn't kill him off?
That would have been somebody I would have liked to be killed off. That Dr. Burke, that would have been somebody I would, you know what? I'll keep watching. You actually killed this guy. There's no chance he's coming back. But no, George leaves, and then they're like, oh, Dr. Burke is coming back for a few episodes. We're paying him some more money. Are you serious?
You know what? It's ridiculous. No. It's a ridiculous show. It's dramatic and stupid, and
I couldn't do it anymore. But I was a loyal fan of Grey's Anatomy from the beginning. I have, like I said, I have seasons on DVD, like the first 3, because I was like, what if I missed a week? I can't. It's not like Netflix. I could go back, right? So I would go when the season came out. I would buy this DVD season, and I still have them because I like the original.
Okay, but Jo, you don't even know who Jo is, but she's great. She's my favorite.
I know. And then like even the original cast was like Grey in an interview was like, yeah, this series is only gonna go for like 7 seasons because there's not that much to tell about Grey. And then they kept going.
There's more.
Yeah,
it's great. It's great.
I don't know.
It's a great show. Anyway, it's a great show. I really like it. I just don't know if I have it in me to watch it. 15 more seasons of it. Like, I don't know if I can do that again. But we're
Good
trying.
luck.
We're trying. But
Good
it's got, I mean, season 5 has like Denny in it, who also ends up being Negan in The Walking Dead. So that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I saw Denny. So I must have made it to season 6 for sure. I remember Denny.
He's in season 5.
Yeah, I know. So I must.
Yeah, you must have because he's season 5, episode 13.
I can remember that. So I remember.
No, I didn't remember that. I googled it today because that's where my youngest. I was like, hey, just start in season 5, and she's like, I want to start where Denny is because she's heard me talk about him. So I googled it today. It's season 5, episode 13. That's the only reason I know. I'm not gonna know that tomorrow, so don't ask.
Yeah. No, I saw season 5. So
I am not the kind of person that remembers things like that. Like that's I'm kind of embarrassed I even said it like that.
You're kind of a fangirl over Grey's Anatomy.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't remember stuff like that at all. That's short-term memory right there.
That's what I was saying too.
Anyway, I don't know what episode Derek leaves the show.
See? There's another person leaving the show.
And it was horrible.
Right? Because nobody wanted McDreamy to leave.
It was awful. I don't know if I can watch that again. Anyway, oh, I started sewing. Did I tell you guys I started sewing? I think I did. But I actually sewed something that's not a dumpster fire. I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've never sewn before, but then Chevy Rell was like, hey guys, look, I made a dress, and I've never sewn before. I think I didn't tell you all that. I made the same dress. It was a dumpster fire. Then I made the Hinterland dress. Dumpster fire. So this is the Emmeline apron by Sew Liberated.
I love this apron so much.
I love it because it's got gathering in the front. And it only takes 1 yard of each fabric. And then like 4 yards of your whatever. This is just muslin. And then I actually didn't even have a full yard of the gray, so the back is white and gray. And then, so I made this, and it was actually pretty easy. I said Sew Liberated, right? Emmeline apron. Mm-hmm. But when I first started making it, Neil was like, you don't wear aprons. I don't wear my hand knit sweaters either. What difference does that make? But I love it. It's got like a halter style. Well, I guess not really halter style, but maybe, right? All aprons are. So I still have to finish my straps. They're not done yet. My neck straps are not done yet. But, okay. I love Sew Liberated patterns, and probably a lot of indie designers, because the instructions are so complete. And they have links to video tutorials, and they actually like walk you through, hold your hand step by step how to do these things. How to sew. I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to sew to save my life, but here I am. And this is just regular Joanne.
I don't know. I'm impressed. I made a dress. I didn't bring it. I'll have to bring it next time. But I made a dress, but I couldn't have done it without my mom's help.
But the Sew Liberated patterns, literally, you print out these sheets of instructions, and they're step by step. It's so easy. I made 2 dresses on my own, and it was fine. And I started using bed sheets for my dresses, and the best part is you don't have to hem them. And if you cut out the sleeves right, you don't have to hem those either. Just do it right on the edge and sew it together. It's totally fine.
It's pretty amazing.
Right? So I don't actually know how to hem a dress or do the sleeve ends, because I've never done that before.
I had to hem mine by hand. It took me like 4 hours to hem my dress.
It's awful.
It was pretty bad.
I love this.
It's
I love this so much. And I got the fabric was just remnants at Joann's. Like 1 yard, because you only need 1 yard of each. and I had less than a yard of the gray. So it didn't... Oh, there's pleats. Oh, look at that. Or darts or whatever.
Darts.
I love this pattern, and it wasn't that expensive, like maybe $11. Maybe I'll make some for people for Christmas.
That's a good idea.
Is that a good idea?
That is a good idea.
You have to make bias tape. It's hard.
I got a serger. I haven't opened it yet.
You got a serger? Like you own one? Like you got a serger? Where?
Somebody's mom was getting rid of it, so I got it. I haven't opened it yet. It's from like 1990, but
so what?
Right? Those things are workhorses.
Is it like a, what's the brand?
White.
Brand.
White. It's a white serger. It's the same brand as Mom's.
Never heard of it.
Mom, that's what Mom's brand is, and Mom's had hers for like 30.
I've heard of like
years.
3 sewing machine brands though. So.
Oh, it's a white. I don't even know if they still make that brand. Is still around. But my mom, who has a white, is hers has been going for. She got it in like '89, so 30 years.
That's awesome.
And it's still going.
Sewing is so expensive though.
It is. It's really expensive.
So is knitting.
You know what though? Knitting is really expensive. But the Goodwill. I have a good fabric stash. Not a good. That's. I mean, I can make 5 garments. Let's be real. The Goodwill. Like you can buy nice fabric or enough fabric for a dress or whatever at the Goodwill.
Maybe
for like $3
if you're lucky.
Okay. If you're lucky. I mean, I paid $9 for some rad 70s fabric, which I thought about bringing, but I'm like, nobody cares about your 70s fabric, Stephanie. But I love it. But for $9, I can make like 2 skirts. I cannot find yarn. The only yarn at mine is like the homespun yarn, which is fine. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with homespun. I just hate it personally. It's a preference. It's a texture thing.
I don't like it either.
I don't like lion brand homespun, but that's like... You can't find a sweater quantity at the Goodwill. No,
but you know, my Goodwill sells fabric by the yard. Like they get the piece in and then they measure it and then they will charge you like between $7 to $12 a yard.
That's insane.
And so some of these fabrics you don't even know like where it's been or what it's even made out of, and they charge you like $10 a yard. It's like $30 for this square of fabric that's already cut. No. I don't buy fabric from the Goodwill. It's not
yours
my
is
Goodwill.
Expensive, yeah. Like we have 2 Goodwills in Olympia, and they always have good fabric. I will always walk away with at least enough to make with probably 2 yards of fabric for like $3 or $4.
My Goodwill definitely has more, and I don't even live in. I mean, I live in a nice area, but not that great of an area. My Goodwill is very upscale.
It is.
Like they sell a lot of, like they have a section of clothes and it's like a lot of their clothes that don't even go on sale. They have like the black tags and they're immune from all the sales. It doesn't happen. And their jeans are like $25-$30 a piece. And it's not that much cheaper than shopping at like Walmart. But I mean, whatever.
It's fine. Yeah, and yours is really expensive. Ours doesn't even have a black tag section. And like,
yeah, ours is expensive.
And one of the Goodwills is like on the nice side of town. Like,
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with my Goodwill, but they charge a lot of money, and it's really annoying when I go in there and I look at the kids' clothes. I know what kids' clothes cost because I buy my kids' clothes, and I see the same things that I see in the store, and they're the same price at the Goodwill.
You know what drives me crazy about the Goodwill, Value Village, and all that places? Like you'll look at something and it still has the tag on it, and they'll have a clearance tag for like $3.99, but they're selling it for $5.99, and I'm like, the person who bought this didn't even pay that.
Yeah. Like, right? That happens to me all the time.
It doesn't make any sense unless they're hoping half off day, like somebody will come get it. I don't know.
I love the Goodwill. I love the idea behind the Goodwill. I like the idea of getting all my clothes from the Goodwill, but I can't afford to shop at my Goodwill. Yeah, I can't afford. I'm like really priced out of it. I wonder if the Bremerton one is better, like cheaper.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know where it is.
Like the one in Lacey, which is the closest one, and it's really small. It's pretty pricey and tiny.
Remember where we got our pants from?
Yes.
Our Rhinebeck pants, guys.
Yeah, they're amazing. So
we
got
some epic Rhinebeck pants.
So the Rhinebeck pants we got there, but if you go to the one, there's 2 in Olympia, one on the west side and one over by our brother Josh.
Yeah.
They're good. They're huge and better priced. Yeah.
I don't know.
They're like as big as yours.
My Goodwill's big, but it's full of fancy crap. And it's all expensive.
This is expensive.
And, yeah. I don't know where they get off selling this stuff. Like, somebody's armpit sweat in that. Like, why is it, you know, $15 for a t-shirt? But people buy it, I guess. They must.
They have to, right?
They must buy it at that price, but it's really, really, really expensive.
I guess you need to go on like the holiday, like Memorial Day or Labor Day sales, and they're 50% off.
I can't even get in on the parking lot then.
Oh, I believe it.
It's
have Neil drop you off.
It's crazy in there.
Yeah, your parking lot's crazy on a normal day. I don't like
parking
it.
lot's like really hilly and like curvy, and so there's like a million ways to die in that parking lot.
It's pretty narrow. It's a narrow lot.
It's narrow and curvy and hilly and sloped, and it's awful. I don't even like going for that reason. So it's not even good if you go in the morning, like when they first open, because everybody else has that same idea. It's a happening place.
It is. It's a happening area for your...
I know. It's right next to Trader Joe's, and so it's a nightmare. Anyway, that's the knitting. That's our lives. Oh yeah. I'm looking into becoming a surrogate and having a baby for someone else. And I'm really excited about it. I don't have a lot of details because there are no details, but there's a couple picked out, and that we're in the beginning stages of that moving forward. And that's going to take a long time once everything gets going. Like, I kind of thought it was going to be immediate, but it's not.
There's a lot of things that go into it.
There's a lot of things that have to happen behind the scenes and a lot of things that go into it. And then starting the process just takes forever. And so that's not very far along in that process, but hopefully soon. And then, so that's exciting. So I'll be having a baby soon, and then you guys won't see it. There'll be no photographs of it because it's not mine. Washington State is a surrogacy friendly state, and so it's all on the up and up. It's all legal. It's all good. I wouldn't do it any other way, and the baby will not be genetically related to me in any way. But we got a baby, and not mine. And Washington state law says that during a surrogacy, when the baby's born, it legally belongs to the parents. There's no adoption. So even if I changed my mind, it would be like, if I said, oh, I actually want to take this baby home, it would be like if the doctor said that. Like, the doctor was like, actually, I want to keep this one. Like,
I like this one.
You don't have rights to it, right? Like, the doctor, you don't get to do that, doctor. You're kidnapping my baby. It's the same thing. But I definitely don't want any more kids at all. The idea of taking home a newborn is horrifying.
Sounds exhausting.
In every way.
I mean, I'm happy for anybody that...
Sounds horrible.
Still in that stage of their life, but we are not.
No.
We are over that.
And I felt bad. Like, I'm sitting there talking to this couple, and they're so nice, and they want a baby so bad, and I was just like, I don't like babies. No offense, but I don't want yours. I don't want to take it home with me. I'm not interested at all, but I'll make one for you, but I'll grow it. Not make it, I'll grow it for you, and then you can have it back.
Right, I'll grow it, I'll house it, but
it's like babysitting. And it's the best kind of babysitting because the hourly rate isn't that great, but I don't have to get it snacks. Right. Or change its diaper. Or do literally anything. I just get to, in fact, I get to lay around. It's expected. And so any job where I can lay around and eat snacks, I'm all for it. Like, that's totally... In fact, I used to always say, like, I wish I had a job where I could just eat snacks and knit. So I did. I found one.
Oh my god, I babysit our nephew now.
Yeah.
And the other day, speaking of great jobs, I laid him down for a nap, and I'm like, I'll lay down with you. Thinking he'll only sleep for 20 minutes. We both got like a 2-hour nap. And I'm like, where else can you just be like, I think I'm going to take a nap with you.
I think I'm going to take a nap with you now.
Like, what? Are you serious? Best job ever.
I used to be a caregiver for old people. It was a fantastic job, and one of mine was overnight, and I got to sleep.
Right?
Yeah, I just had to put her to bed, and then wake up at like 3 in the morning and make sure that she changed her diaper if she needed it, and then I went back to sleep. That was my job. I got paid to go to bed at night, and it was fantastic. I mean, and it was on the up and up, and a lot of caregiver jobs you can't. sleep, but that one was an overnight, go ahead and go to bed.
Right. I mean,
so I did. So that was a cool job, but then there was also the waking up in the middle of the night and changing the diaper and, you know, doing other stuff.
Right. Our brother does caregiving too overnight, and he can't sleep.
No.
But he's like, they sleep. So, and there's a 2-person household, and I mean, there's 2 gentlemen there that he takes care of, but they sleep at night. So he's like, I just, you know, watch TV on my phone, read a book. Like,
yeah, I
eat. Like, I put him to bed and I get him up in the morning. But really, the 8 hours. Actually, I think he works 12s. But like, I'm just.
Yeah, but that would be hard to stay up all night too. But I guess if you're on that schedule
If you're on that schedule, it's not that bad,
yeah,
right?
He doesn't
like,
have
people
kids,
work great.
so.
Yeah, he doesn't have kids, so he comes home, sleeps for a few hours, he'll get up, do whatever, and then go back to sleep for a few more hours, and then go to. He's really. If you don't have kids, it's probably not that. You can sleep whenever you want to.
Yeah. When I was doing the overnight shifts, I had kids, and it was only a 6-hour shift.
He has he works 3 days, and then he has 4 days off, so it's really not like he. I don't know.
Yeah, my shift was like midnight to 6, and I had to wake up at 3.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that exciting. Maybe it was 10 to 6. I don't know, but I had to wake up anyway, so it wasn't fun. No. Then I had to go home, and then I had to go home and take care of my kids and get my kids out to school and, you know, take care of my kids during the day too. So that was exhausting. But anyway, the whole point of that was that I'm gonna be a surrogate surrogate, whatever, and then hand somebody a baby and go to sleep. And it's gonna be the best day of my life. Really looking forward to it a lot.
I'm really excited for you.
I'm excited for me too. Thanks.
I think that's awesome.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. People, I've mentioned to people, and they're like, "Oh, you must like being pregnant a lot," and I don't at all. But you know, I don't know.
No,
whatever.
I literally hated being pregnant so much that
I did too.
Like, my heart aches, but
hey, you know what? That's not for everyone. I didn't even think it was for me until it happened, and now I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
I think you'll be great at it. I think it's really awesome.
I just the only thing I'm really super worried about is that when I was pregnant in the past, the first trimester, I don't like to knit. I'm like, ugh, yarn, gross. So I'm like, ugh, 3 months of not knitting sucks.
I wonder if things will be different though, just because I'm mentally like.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Mind over matter sometimes. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Honestly, like, yarn for a lot of my kids was a total aversion. Like, I couldn't even look at it. I had to put it all away in the closet and not look at it at all because I couldn't even like see it.
You better build a bigger closet.
I know. I'm gonna have to throw a blanket over my yarn stash, put all my stuff in bags, and not look at it. It's hard. But I've heard a lot of people say that they just really can't even stand the sight of yarn. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But we'll see.
In a while. It's ways in the future, anyways.
Anyway, Flame and Fiber podcast.
Amazing.
Not quite enough yarn with Leslie.
Love her.
One of my favorites. It comes out once a month at the end of the month, and I still have it to watch this month, and I'm really excited about it. Knitted Cupcake just did another one, and she's got a ton of whips. She was talking about it on Instagram, and I cannot wait to see all of her whips. I'm really excited. YarnandEwe just put out a new podcast. I haven't got around to watching that one yet. I watched a lot of podcasts, and then all of my faves just like started putting them out all at once, and I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, I don't have all the time. I don't have time. I just don't like to watch podcasts when Neil's home.
Oh my gosh,
we talked about this.
Howard edits this, but like, I will rant. I don't even care.
Go ahead.
Like, if you're sitting in a room or you walk in it and it's quiet, like, I don't come in and start watching all my Instagram stories with the volume on.
I do.
I don't. It drives. Because, like, I want to be
It's
respectful to other people in the room.
Well, it depends on who it is.
Well, even if it's just like Howard, it's my family. Like,
what if it's your kids?
Oh, my kids. No, I'll do it for my kids. But if Howard's in there doing something, or he's being quiet, or reading, or I don't know, knitting, I don't know whatever he's doing, I don't come in and start loudly watching my phone. If I was going to be loudly watching my phone, I would stay in the room that I was in by myself.
That's fair.
But Howard always comes in and starts, like, opening his Facebook, and there's, like, random videos, like, really loud. Yesterday I was like, you just, I'm knitting, and Zoe's in here, and we're just being quiet, and you literally left the room you were in by yourself. came downstairs
Wow,
and
Howard.
assumed that everybody wanted to listen to your stuff.
Yeah.
Get a pair of headphones, dude.
Right?
He was like, meh. Like, I mean, he wasn't mad, but he was like, but I'm like, oh my God. Like, he's like, I'll turn it off. I'm like, thank you. Like, that just drives me insane. So I don't sit there and watch podcasts, like, while he's doing something. And I live in a house. There's 8 of us in this house, all right? There's a lot of, like, people. So I don't have a lot of time to watch podcasts. But I also don't just, like, go downstairs and, like, while somebody's watching TV and turn on my phone.
Right. That makes sense.
People do that, though.
No, like, Neil will watch podcasts, or what, not podcasts. He'll watch YouTube videos in the room that I'm in. And he watches them pretty quietly, but they're always really dumb. Like, it's, I don't know, somebody traveling to France to build a spaceship out of PVC pipe, or whatever ridiculous thing that he watches. I don't even know. I just made all that up. I don't know what he watches. But then if I go to watch something, he always has to comment on it. He always has to comment and be like, what are you watching? What did they just say? What did they... And he always mishears it, right? Like, it's not all... You know, he's like, what did they say? They said they're knitting a sweater for their dog. And I'm like, no, for their daughter. Are you watching this? No? Quiet. And, like, he can't help himself but comment. My kids, too. They have to comment. It's like, I don't comment.
My kids do that, too. Like, I just don't.
Ugh.
Usually I watch it with, like, headphones. Like, that's a thing to do.
There you go. Wear headphones.
Wear
there
headphones.
You go.
Like,
that's a good idea.
I don't know. Like, I just don't. I assume. Maybe it's just because I don't want to listen to your crap that you don't want to listen to mine. So I'm going to be respectful.
Yeah.
But, oh my God. Like,
although I don't let Neil wear headphones when he watches the videos. Because we have 5 kids and some of them are really small. And it pisses me off when he's sitting there with headphones. Because he did this. Hey, he had the headphones in. And they'd be like, Dad, can I have a cookie? Dad, can I have a cookie? Dad. And then I'm like, take your headphones out. Can't hear your kids.
Okay, well, my kids are older.
Your kids are older, so it makes a difference.
Yeah, it really does. So my kids are older, but I don't know.
Like, I don't wear headphones ever, because what if they need me? Or smoke detector goes off or something, you know? You never know.
Well, smoke detector's pretty loud. I don't have it like a glare.
I don't know. Things could happen. My kids are 3 and 5.
Yeah, you have really. I wouldn't have done that when I had little kids. Mine are 13 and 8. So
yeah, Zoe just had a birthday.
She did. I have a 13-year-old now.
That's exciting.
It is. 3 more years and she can drive herself.
I have a 16-year-old, and my other daughter turns 13 this month, and I love it.
I love it. 13 is fun. The older she gets, like, but also there's more eye rolls and, you know, attitude. So, but I love it way more than like 11
or like 7, 6.
Yes.
Newborn.
I was about to say 1.
One's a hard age.
One's a hard age. No, I'm really. I'm really excited. As kids get older, it's way better.
Way better. Better.
But yeah, she just turned 13. You were 16.
That's exciting. Are you gonna teach her how to knit so she can knit Stephen West stuff for herself?
She has no interest in knitting or wearing knitwear unless it's socks.
I knit her socks. Did you ever weave in the ends on those socks I knit her for Christmas?
Yep.
Did you?
Yep.
You didn't. You were a liar.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I'll ask her. I'll update you guys in the down bar whether or not that happened. Because I'll ask Zoe. She's gonna say no.
I'm weaving the ends of my own crap.
I will weave in the ends. Just bring them here. Or give them to me when I go down there.
Yeah, I just gotta do it.
Anyway.
It's not something to think about. And she doesn't like bug me about it.
So in the comments, guys, tell Stephanie about how much you want her to find a house so that we can podcast more often. Because we can't podcast from her house because the only room to do it in is her bedroom, which is orange everywhere. And podcasting in front of orange just never works. And so the only place we have to do it is my house. And that's why. Because I went down to see her like 5 times this summer already.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't podcast. So tell Stephanie what you think.
Go ahead and message me. I'll probably agree with everything you say.
Anytime anybody messages me anything about Stephanie, like, oh, why can't Stephanie find a house? I send it directly to her. I screenshot and send it to her, just so you know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because she knows it's her problem. She's the one who should be.
Yeah, go ahead and message me. Complain to me. Like, I will hear you out. Like, I'll tell you what my problem is and what the problem is.
Yeah.
I'll send you houses. I'll be like, look, I looked at this one. Put a bid on this one.
You need a house. Get a house. Please. Please get a house.
It's not for lack of trying.
Yeah, well, I feel like you could try harder. Put in some effort, okay? I love this.
I'm over curiosity.
I love Hannah's speckles.
I know.
She's so great. Anyway, we're at 1 hour and 50 minutes. Probably a little less after the editing. So, we're going to go and knit some more. And hopefully do another podcast within a month at least. But we do live like an hour and a half away.
I was going to say, yeah, because
it's hard.
I won't... I could come...
Oh, you're going on vacation.
I'm going on vacation, but August. Beginning of August. So that's about a month.
Yeah, maybe.
So, yeah, I'm about a month.
Alright, guys. Have fun.
Bye.
See you later.